Your kitchen should be the safest room in your home. But for seniors, hidden dangers lurk in everyday products you trust. From non-stick pans leaching toxic chemicals into your food to cutting boards harboring deadly bacteria, the risks are closer than you think. Today, we're exposing 11 kitchen products you should avoid at all costs, and the 2 that are actually safe for your health and peace of mind. Coming in at number 11, we've got Teflon Non-Stick Cookware by T-fal. For decades, T-fal promised effortless cooking with their signature non-stick coating. Eggs slide right off, cleanup takes seconds, and dinner feels easier. The brand built an empire on convenience. But here's what they didn't tell you. When Teflon coatings heat above 500 degrees Fahrenheit, they release toxic fumes containing perfluorooctanoic acid, or PFOA. You can't see these fumes, but they're there, rising up from that innocent-looking pan while you're browning your morning bacon. Studies show PFOA exposure is linked to kidney disease, thyroid disorders, and increased cholesterol. For seniors already managing blood pressure or heart medications, this chemical exposure adds silent strain to your organs. Your kidneys are working overtime to filter your prescriptions, and now they're dealing with industrial chemicals too. Scratched pans are even worse. Once that smooth black surface shows even tiny scratches, particles flake directly into your scrambled eggs or sautéed vegetables. You're eating the coating. Run your finger across an old T-fal pan and you'll feel it, those rough spots where the coating has worn away. Consumer reports reveal that 73% of non-stick pans show coating degradation within 2 years of regular use. The promise was convenience. The reality is contamination. How many scratched pans are sitting in your cupboard right now? Coming in at number 10, plastic cutting boards by Farberware. Farberware markets these as dishwasher safe, durable, and affordable. Families across America have trusted this brand for generations. The bright colors look cheerful on your counter. The price point seems reasonable. But plastic cutting boards hide a dark secret. Deep knife grooves create microscopic valleys where bacteria like Salmonella, E. coli, and Listeria thrive. Run your hand across a used plastic board and you'll feel those grooves like tiny canyons carved into the surface. Even after washing, studies show bacteria can survive in these grooves for days. A 2013 study from the University of Michigan found that plastic cutting boards harbor 200% more bacteria than wooden ones after just 1 week of use. For seniors with weakened immune systems or those taking immunosuppressant medications for arthritis or transplants, a single contaminated chicken breast prepared on this board can lead to severe gastrointestinal infection. The surface feels clean and smooth to your palm, but under a microscope, it's a breeding ground. Every slice of your knife creates a new home for pathogens. The bright colors and dishwasher safe label promise safety. The hidden grooves betray your trust. Now at number 9, we have aluminum foil by Reynolds Wrap. Reynolds Wrap built their reputation on versatility. Wrap your leftovers, line your baking sheets, cover your casseroles. It's been a kitchen staple since 1947. That shiny silver surface looks so clean and modern. But aluminum foil leaches metal directly into acidic foods. Tomatoes, citrus, vinegar-based marinades all cause aluminum to migrate into your meal. The World Health Organization states that high aluminum exposure is linked to neurological issues and may worsen symptoms in seniors with Alzheimer's or dementia. A 2012 study published in the International Journal of Electrochemical Science found that cooking with aluminum foil can increase the aluminum content in food by up to 400%. Think about that. Your salmon goes into the foil with 0 added aluminum. It comes out contaminated. For seniors on blood thinners or kidney medications, excess aluminum puts additional strain on organs already working overtime. Your kidneys have to filter out your daily prescriptions, and now they're processing metallic contamination from your dinner. You wrap your salmon fillet thinking you're preserving moisture and flavor. Instead, you're seasoning it with metal. The shiny surface promises freshness. The chemical reaction betrays your health. At number 8, copper cookware by Mauvier. French-made Mauviel copper pots gleam like jewelry in upscale kitchen stores. They're heavy in your hands, substantial, expensive. Chefs rave about even heat distribution and professional results. The price tag suggests luxury and safety. A single pot can cost over $300. But unlined or improperly lined copper cookware leaches copper directly into your food. Copper toxicity causes nausea, vomiting, and liver damage. The FDA warns that copper levels above 10 milligrams per day can cause acute poisoning. A single meal cooked in damaged copper cookware can exceed safe limits. Many Mauvier pans use tin linings that wear down over time. You won't notice it happening. The lining thins gradually, meal after meal. Once that lining erodes, bare copper contacts your tomato sauce or lemon butter. For seniors with liver conditions or those taking medications metabolized by the liver like statins or blood pressure pills, copper exposure exposure can trigger dangerous complications. Your liver is already processing your medications. Now it's fighting metal poisoning too. The beautiful rose gold finish promises gourmet quality. The toxic leaching betrays your organs. Why would a premium product designed for cooking harbor such a fundamental flaw? Coming in at number 7, silicone baking mats by Amazon Basics. Marketed as eco-friendly and reusable, these mats claim to replace parchment paper forever. Bright colors, affordable prices, and thousands of 5-star reviews suggest safety. They feel sturdy and flexible in your hands, but low-quality silicone mats release volatile organic compounds when heated. You smell it during the first few uses, that slightly chemical odor that makes you wonder if something's wrong. You are smelling poison. A 2020 consumer safety report found that some silicone baking mats contain fillers and additives not approved for food contact. When exposed to oven heat, these fillers off-gas, releasing fumes you inhale and chemicals that transfer to cookies, roasted vegetables, and baked chicken. For seniors with respiratory conditions like COPD or asthma, these fumes can trigger coughing, shortness of breath, and chest tightness. Your lungs are already compromised. Now they're inhaling industrial chemicals with every breath in your kitchen. The mats feel sturdy and non-stick. The smell, that slightly chemical odor during the first few uses, is your warning. The promise was sustainability. The reality is contamination in every batch of cookies. Isn't it strange how kitchen products marketed as safe and convenient keep getting exposed for hidden health risks? Who's really protecting us here? Want the real truth about what's hiding in your kitchen? Subscribe now so you never get blindsided by dangers you can't see. At number 6, we have cast iron skillets by Lodge. Lodge cast iron has been an American tradition since 1896. Grandmothers passed down their seasoned skillets like heirlooms. The weight feels reassuring in your hands. The brand promises natural, non-stick surfaces and iron fortification in your food. Cooking in cast iron is supposed to be the healthy choice, but improperly seasoned or rusted cast iron leaches excessive iron into every meal. While some iron is beneficial, too much iron causes oxidative stress, liver damage, and increases risk of heart disease. A study in the Journal of the American Dietetic Association found that cooking acidic foods in cast iron can increase iron content by 20 times. Your spaghetti sauce goes in with normal iron levels. It comes out loaded with metal. For seniors with hemochromatosis, a condition where the body absorbs too much iron, or those on iron supplements, this excess iron builds up in organs, causing joint pain, fatigue, and organ failure. You taste it too. That metallic taste in your scrambled eggs isn't your imagination. It's iron leaching into your breakfast. The skillet feels solid and reliable. The promise was heritage and health. The reality is iron overload. Now at number 5, stainless steel cookware by Cuisinart. Cuisinart stainless steel pots and pans dominate kitchen aisles. They look professional, resist scratches, and promise durability. The gleaming surface suggests purity and safety. Restaurant kitchens use stainless steel, so it must be safe, right? But poorly manufactured stainless steel can leach nickel and chromium into your food, especially when cooking acidic ingredients. Nickel allergies are common in seniors, causing skin rashes, digestive upset, and respiratory issues. A 2013 study found that cooking tomato sauce in stainless steel for just 2 hours increased nickel content by 88%. Chromium exposure, particularly hexavalent chromium, is classified as a carcinogen. For seniors with kidney disease, the body struggles to filter excess metals, leading to toxic buildup. Your kidneys are supposed to filter waste and balance your body's chemistry. When they're already damaged, they can't handle the extra burden of filtering out nickel and chromium from your pots and pans. The gleaming surface promises purity. The hidden metal migration betrays your trust. Every time you deglaze that pan with wine or add tomatoes, you're creating a chemical reaction that puts metals into your food. Coming in at number 4, non-stick bakeware by Teflon. Teflon non-stick baking sheets and cake pans promise easy release and simple cleanup. No more scrubbing burnt sugar or stuck-on cheese. The dark coating looks professional and modern, but the same PFOA chemicals found in Teflon pans coat these baking sheets. Every time you preheat your oven above 450 degrees, toxic fumes fill your kitchen. You open the oven door and breathe them in. Prolonged exposure is linked to thyroid disease, high cholesterol, and weakened immune function. Consumer testing revealed that 65% of non-stick bakeware shows coating breakdown within 18 months. Look closely at your baking sheets. See those lighter spots where the coating has worn away? Flakes of coating end up baked into your brownies, roasted potatoes, and sheet pan dinners. You're eating industrial chemicals with every bite. For seniors managing diabetes or heart conditions, these chemical exposures add unnecessary strain. Your pancreas is struggling to regulate blood sugar. Your heart is working to maintain healthy rhythm. Now, your organs are processing toxic chemicals from your cookware too. The dark, sleek surface promises convenience. The invisible toxins betray your health with every batch. Most people never learn how to fix this, but we'll break it down at the end of the video. At number 3, microwave-safe plastic containers by Rubbermaid. Rubbermaid built an empire on durable, microwave-safe food storage. Bright lids snap tight with that satisfying click. Containers stack neatly in your cupboard. Labels assure you they're BPA-free. The clear plastic lets you see your leftovers, but heating plastic releases phthalates and other endocrine disruptors into your food. Even BPA-free plastics contain alternative chemicals like BPS, which studies show may be equally harmful. Research from the National Institutes of Health found that microwaving food in plastic containers increases chemical migration by 55 times compared to room temperature storage. Watch what happens when you reheat your soup. Steam rises and condenses on the lid. That moisture carries chemicals from the plastic directly into your food. For seniors on hormone therapies for thyroid conditions or those managing diabetes, these chemicals interfere with normal hormone function. Your endocrine system is trying to maintain delicate balance. These plastic chemicals disrupt that balance. The containers warp slightly after repeated heating. That's your first clue. The plastic develops a cloudy haze. The clear plastic turns cloudy. That's your second warning. You're seeing the molecular structure breaking down. The promise was convenience and safety. The reality is hormone disruption in every reheated meal. Now at number 2, non-stick air fryer baskets by Ninja. Air fryers exploded in popularity, and Ninja led the charge with powerful, compact models. Crispy fries without oil, guilt-free chicken wings, fast weeknight dinners. The appliance sits prominently on your counter, promising healthy cooking. But the non-stick coating inside Ninja air fryer baskets contains the same PFOA chemicals found in traditional non-stick pans. High heat and rapid air circulation accelerate coating breakdown. You can smell it sometimes, that slightly acrid odor when you open the basket. That's chemicals. Microscopic particles become airborne, coating your food and filling your lungs. A 2021 product testing report found that 80% of non-stick air fryer baskets showed visible coating damage after 6 months of regular use. Look inside your basket. See those scratches and worn spots? That coating is going somewhere. It's going into your food and into your air. For seniors with lung conditions like COPD or emphysema or heart disease, inhaling these fumes worsens symptoms and increases inflammation. Your lungs are already struggling to get enough oxygen. Now, they're processing chemical fumes with every meal. The basket looks clean and shiny, but the chemical smell during the first few uses lingers for a reason. The promise was healthy, oil-free cooking. The reality is toxic exposure disguised as convenience. Why do you think products labeled as safe and healthy keep hiding the same dangerous chemicals? Are companies counting on us not to notice? And coming in at number 1, the worst offender, granite composite sinks by Blanco. Blanco granite composite sinks are marketed as scratch-resistant, heat-resistant, and stylish. They promise decades of durability and elegance. The speckled surface looks like real stone. It feels solid and expensive under your hand. Installation costs hundreds of dollars, but these sinks are made from a mixture of granite stone dust and resin binders. Over time, the resin degrades, especially when exposed to hot water and harsh cleaners. This degradation releases volatile organic compounds into your kitchen air. You smell it sometimes, a faint chemical odor near the sink that you can't quite identify. Consumer complaints reveal that many Blanco sinks develop hairline cracks within the first year, trapping food particles, mold, and bacteria in places you cannot scrub. You run your hand along the bottom of the sink, and it feels smooth, but those microscopic cracks are there. Water seeps in, bacteria grows. For seniors with compromised immune systems from cancer treatments, autoimmune diseases, or diabetes, mold exposure triggers respiratory infections, allergic reactions, and chronic inflammation. Your immune system is already weakened. Now it's fighting mold spores every time you wash dishes or prepare food. The musty smell near the drain is your warning. You might blame it on the garbage disposal or old pipes, but it's coming from the sink itself. The promise was luxury and longevity. The reality is hidden mold and toxic off-gassing in the heart of your kitchen. How can the most expensive sink option be the most dangerous? Now, here's what you actually need in your kitchen. The first safe option is stainless steel cookware by All Clad. All-Clad. This is medical-grade stainless steel construction with proper nickel-chromium ratios that meet FDA standards. All-Clad cookware is rigorously tested for metal leaching. Independent laboratory testing shows their stainless steel releases negligible amounts of nickel, even when cooking highly acidic foods for extended periods. The multi-layer construction distributes heat evenly, so you don't get hot spots that might damage the protective chromium layer. It's safe for high-heat cooking without toxic fumes or particle release. No PFOA, no Teflon, no chemical coatings breaking down into your food. The cookware is heavy and well-balanced. You can feel the quality. For seniors managing multiple health conditions, this eliminates one major source of toxic exposure from your daily routine. The pans heat evenly, so your food cooks properly without burning. They last for decades with proper care. You're making a one-time investment in your health. The stainless steel surface can be cleaned with normal dish soap and doesn't require special seasoning or careful handling to prevent coating damage. All-Clad is transparent about their manufacturing process and material composition. They provide detailed information about the grades of steel used and the testing each piece undergoes. This is what real quality looks like. The second safe option is bamboo cutting boards by Totally Bamboo. These boards are naturally antimicrobial due to bamboo's organic properties. Scientific studies show bamboo naturally resists bacteria growth, even in the microscopic cuts created by your knife. Unlike plastic boards that develop deep grooves, bamboo is harder and more resistant to knife scarring. The surface stays smoother longer. When you run your hand across a well-used bamboo board, it still feels relatively smooth compared to the canyon-like grooves in plastic. Bamboo is sustainable and durable. It grows rapidly without pesticides and regenerates quickly. For seniors managing immune health or preparing raw meats, this natural antimicrobial protection provides an extra layer of safety. The boards are gentle on knife edges too, so your blades stay sharper longer. Totally Bamboo boards are made without formaldehyde glues or toxic adhesives. They use food-safe materials throughout the manufacturing process. The natural bamboo color looks clean and appealing in your kitchen. These boards do require hand washing and occasional oiling to maintain their surface, but that small amount of care is worth it for the safety benefits. They don't harbor bacteria the way plastic does, and they don't dull your knives the way glass boards do. This is the smart choice for food preparation. Your kitchen should be a place of nourishment and safety, not a source of hidden health risks. The products we've exposed today all share one thing in common. They promised convenience, quality, or safety, but they delivered toxins, bacteria, or harmful chemicals instead. For seniors managing blood pressure, heart conditions, kidney disease, or weakened immune systems, these exposures add up. Every meal prepared in a toxic pan, every vegetable chopped on a bacteria-harboring board, every container that leaches chemicals, it all accumulates in your body over time. You deserve better than products that betray your trust. You deserve cookware that doesn't poison you, cutting boards that don't breed bacteria, and storage containers that don't disrupt your hormones. The two products we recommended at the end aren't the only safe options, but they represent what you should look for: quality materials, transparent manufacturing, proper testing, and designs that prioritize your health over corporate profit. Subscribe now, and if you're watching on TV, tap your remote so you never get blindsided again.